Hello, welcome back to my channel. We are back at it again with another Amberlynn Reed reaction. Today, we are doing the lazy girl reaction because I'm tired and I don't feel like setting up a whole setup. So, yeah, we're just gonna do it like this. Please forgive me. Okay, so I'm gonna be real. We are just going straight to the can't believe I put this in my mouth with the most tragic thumbnail ever, but you know, we're the fat phobic ones, not her putting herself out here looking like a whole ass. I don't even know what this is, to be honest. We are skipping. Oh my God, excuse me. We are skipping the Let's Talk episode 7 and weigh-in episode 7. I did react to the weigh-in episode 7, but y'all, I was so tired that day. I was not coherent. Like, real talk. I just was like forgetting words. I couldn't think. It was a very long day that day. My mind was not on Amberlynn, which can you blame a girl, for real? But pretty much she gained 2 pounds. She answered questions that she's already answered before. It really wasn't that serious. I'm sure someone else uploaded for you to watch. Pretty sure the ankle is back. Like full time again. I know he took a break because there's some things happening personally in his family, but I'm glad to know that he was able to take some time off and come back. Then the awful truth behind the hate community and rarity update. One, crazy work that she is monetizing her. Let's be real, not that I want this to be the truth, but if rarity wasn't like found by her or by someone else, I don't think rarity is with us today. It's really sad. She really failed that cat, and it's really heartbreaking. But the fact that she's continuing to monetize and try to bring in people with the cat that she neglected is really wild work, as Amberlynn would say. I did watch, I don't know who I watched the reaction to. I'm gonna be honest, I could not get through this video with a reaction channel. I think it was Jordy that I watched part of it. She was smug as hell, just so irritating. Girl really thinks she's out here stepping on all of us at 520 pounds, living on her couch, being delulu as hell. It's not cute. It's not a vibe. She's just really gross and pathetic, and I just really didn't want to give her 1 minutes of view time, if we're being honest. So we are just going to skip that one. I do know Mr. Snowflake also uploaded a video, so if you guys are interested and have not watched it yet, go check out Mr. Snowflake. Like y'all wouldn't. Oh Lordy, it's Jordy also react to it. So also, and I believe the ankle also upload it. So go watch on one of their channels, but I couldn't do it to myself. I'm so sorry, y'all. But I can handle a 7-minute video. Well, an almost 8-minute video. So let's just get into that one. That was a long introduction, but yeah, let's just get into it, shall we? All right, let's put her up, shall we? Let me get into a southern accent. Not a very good one. Okay. My first reaction is, oh my God, Amber, you be looking rough as hell. She's in one of her many outhouse shirts. So, y'all, you know it's not good. I said this, but no, I said this in the reaction I didn't end up uploading. You know it's not good when she be pulling out the the outhouse shirts, okay? You know she's gaining weight. I know I'm gonna sound like a conspiracy theorist right now. I think she's much heavier than 517. That's what her last weigh-in was. She has not been showing us her scale, which she hasn't done in a long time. But she used to put her phone in the bathroom on the ceiling because she, quote unquote, weighs herself naked. She doesn't even do that anymore, so we can't even hear the scale tell us her weight. There's no way to really know she's telling us the truth. And to be honest, it's a little sus because she's looking a lot heavier to me than 5'17". We've seen her in that weight. Yes, obviously she's big, but like this to me, she looks a lot bigger than 5'17". She looks closer in the 540s, 550s. She's definitely not at her highest weight, but she's getting up there. She's looking rotund. She's looking in that area. So I think that's very interesting. That was a question that she actually answered in the video I didn't watch, the Let's Talk one. It was one of the first questions she asked, and she simply just said, "It's because I weigh myself naked." Girl, you're a whole ass lie, okay? You've been doing that since the end of time, and you would just point us to your ceiling. So you know exactly what people are asking you. You're a whole ass lie. I think you're heavier than you're saying. I think you're lying to yourself at this point. I also think the reason that she is freaking out about her health and stuff is probably because she's a lot closer to her heaviest weight than she's leading on. Not that 5'17" is skinty, because it ain't. But in Amberlynn's mind, it's skintier than being 5'40", 5'50", which I think she's a lot closer to. Anyways, let's get in. You know what? Also, one other thing I remember from the Let's Talk video, again, this was all like in the first 5 minutes, is someone was commenting about how good her hair looks. And she was like, "Oh my God, thank you. In fact, Mama Lynn was like telling me my hair looks so good." Y'all, her hair it don't look good. It looks crusty as hell. It looks frizzy. It's not looking healthy. But okay, pop off, queen. Let's get into it.
Hello.
Hi.
Welcome to what I ate today video. So I'm actually in the middle of getting ready, and I feel like this is a perfect opportunity for me to start this video. So I normally film my what I ate today videos on Thursday, but today is Friday. I guess it doesn't matter when I film the video as long as I have it up for you guys on Saturday.
I just did a little burp. I hope you didn't hear that. Sorry.
So this does say this is episode number 7. I'm sure you guys are like, where's episode number 6? YouTube.
Is that that what? Is that the one that got, no. That was the weigh-in that got taken down. Huh. Okay, let's listen to what she has to say. I don't be trusting her words, so I had to go verify for myself that it wasn't up first.
Took it down. I tried to appeal it. They gave me the reason why no, which is okay. So episode 6 did happen.
Yeah, what was episode 6? Did I react to it? Let's go look. I'm so sorry, but I'm confused. I feel like I probably reacted to it, right? Oh. Is this where she ate the macaroni and cheese, and then she ordered macaroni and cheese? Is that what episode 6 was? Y'all will have to let me know. That is so funny. YouTube's really cracking down on her lately, which I'm honestly here for, because I think the days of her... Okay, sorry. I was looking at her channel to see. The days of her continuing to monetize her morbid obesity and her very obvious unhealthy relationship with food needs to be over. It really does. Like, Amberlynn is the equivalent to Eugenia Cooney if she came on talking about how she is so tiny. Okay, I'm editing myself here. I'm, being vague about it, but y'all know what I mean, right? But for some reason, Amberlynn loves to talk about fat phobia and all of that. But for some reason, Amberlynn, who is on the opposite side of the danger spectrum when it comes to weight, has been allowed to monetize her very unhealthy relationship with food, and that's all fine and dandy. It's weird to me. It's been weird to me for a very long time. She literally would posting mukbangs and stuff at her weight, which I think is absolutely bizarre. I'm not saying fat people aren't allowed to eat or fat people can't do mukbangs, but like, Amberlynn's not fat, okay? She is super morbidly obese. There is a difference. And it has been a question in my mind for a very long time watching Amberlynn as to how she's allowed to monetize these very clear ED behaviors and gotten away with it, and YouTube continues to hand her a check once a month for thousands of dollars. So honestly, good on YouTube for starting to crack down on some of this shit. I think they need to be a lot harder on her stuff. You want to be a vlogger, go be a vlogger, vlog your day, show us what you're doing. That's fine. But for you to be continuing to, show us your unhealthy eating behaviors and patterns it's weird, y'all. It's fucking weird.
So just because it was deleted doesn't mean it didn't happen. But if
Wow,
you are
Amber.
looking for that, that's why it's not there anymore. But for my first meal, I'm about to show you a fixation that I have been going through. And it's a healthy fixation.
Oh, God.
Because it's that good, and I highly recommend. I'm still mid-makeup. Haven't even done...
Y'all, she be looking rough as hell. What is going on? She looks so different. Can someone tell me why I think this? Y'all, can someone get into my head and tell me what I'm thinking? Why does she look so different to me? She looks older. She looks bigger. She can't have changed that much in a day. I'm sorry, once again, I'm going to look at her channel because I'm like, what is it about her that looks so different? Is it because she has her hair in the middle? Amberlynn, I hate to break it to you. I know you keep trying to be a fucking Gen Zer. At this point, in a few years, she's going to try to be a Gen Alpha. Okay, it's weird, Amber. You're a millennial. You're very firmly in the millennial age group, and that's fine. Millennials be cool as shit, okay? Why do you keep trying to do things that are just, it's not meant for you? I'm not saying middle hair part is a only Gen Z thing, but Gen Zers kind of brought it back, like it's always been a thing, okay? Gen Zers didn't make it up, but like Gen Zers kind of brought that style back, And Amberlynn has always worn her hair on the side part, which to be honest, some people just look better with that. The middle part is not for everyone. The side part's not for everyone, We all got our thing, but it looks weird on her. And I really think she tries to do these things to look younger, but it doesn't look good on you, Amber. It looks weird. Is that what it is? Okay, let's just move on. But she do be looking rough. I can't put a finger on it.
My hair, do not mind that. But my fixation.
Oh, bitch.
Salad from Chick-fil-A. So it comes with these little roasted almonds. It's literally kale, cabbage, and like this light dressing.
Bitch, go make it your fucking self, bro. Why are you ordering out? We took a screenshotty. Why is she ordering out? I'm so fucking confused right now. Girl, I'm sorry. Like, sure, it's not that it's an unhealthy salad, but to be honest, it's always gonna be better when you are on a weight loss journey. And Amberlynn's got 400 plus pounds of weight to lose, so her journey's long and hard. If you're on a weight loss journey, to not be eating out as much as possible, because restaurants are putting so much shit into their food that you don't know about to make it tastier, to make it more addictive for you to come back. You can make your own kale salad at home, and I guarantee you it can be just as good, and you can monitor the calories a lot closer. At this point, it just is so lazy of Amberlynn to continue to order out food that can be very accessible for her to make on her own. She's never going to change. She can, again, delude herself into thinking, well, she's, eating healthy, so it's fine. But I just think it's if you really want to change your mindset, like she talked about in the previous videos, she wants to fix her relationship with food. She doesn't want to count calories. She wants to focus on like putting good food into her body. Start by making those meals at home. That is what's going to start changing your mindset around food. But if you're continuing the same old habits of ordering out food, then you're going to continue to fall into the same patterns, which is eventually you're going to just order unhealthy food because it's tastier and it's so convenient, rather than making your own food, finding ways to make unhealthy food, quote unquote, or food that you like more healthy, and finding alternatives by doing it yourself. You know what I mean? It's just, she really is not ever going to change. And it's really crazy that we're still doing this song and dance. But okay.
No idea even what the dressing is, but I have been obsessed with this, and it just makes me feel super good after I eat it.
Amber,
damn, that's good.
That's weird. It's weird that, like, you put so much emotion and feeling into food. I know that food can, like, I think all of us can have emotional connections to food and stuff. But, like, for Amberlynn, like, it really, to me, presents as though her entire day is either made or not made based on the food that she eats. Like, her entire emotional feeling and, like, I don't know how I want to say it, is, like, revolved around what food she's eating, which I get. Like, food obviously affects you and your emotions and, like, the way that your body feels, but it shouldn't have such a profound effect in the way that it does on Amberlynn. Like, obviously if you eat like shit every day, you're gonna feel like shit. After a certain point, you're gonna feel like shit. If you eat healthier and you're more mindful and you're putting nutritious food into your body, you're gonna feel a lot better. But I think this goes so beyond that with Amberlynn, because, like, for the rest of us living a normal life, actually living out in the real world, there's so many things that affect our mood, like going for walks affects our mood, who we interact with randomly affects our mood, how work goes affects our mood, or school, or hanging out with friends and family, or how stressful a day was. But for Amberlynn, it's like purely based on the food that she's eating. And that's, to me, is a super concerning behavior as well. Also, did we really need a giant ass cup of soda? It is so wild, the American sizes of soda. Like, and Amberlynn just doesn't need it. Like, where's your water, girly pop?
And then I got a large Diet Coke. Actually, no, I didn't. That is a large Dr. Pepper. I usually get Diet Coke, but I've been loving Diet Dr. Pepper.
I will say, I've been craving Dr. Pepper. I go through phases with Dr. Pepper. You can't really find it here in Romania. I'm sure that it's someplace, but where I live, I haven't found it yet. Maybe they don't have it at all in Romania. But I do go through phases of remembering that Dr. Pepper exists. Do you ever have those foods where you obsess over them and then you just kind of stop eating it or drinking it, and then one day you, like, remember again? I always have that constant cycle with Dr. Pepper of, like, oh yeah, Dr. Pepper is a thing. And y'all, I do enjoy it. But does Amberlynn Reid, nor do I, need a large cup of Dr. Pepper? Absolutely not. That is so beyond crazy. Get a can of Dr. Pepper. I think that is an appropriate size. That is just too much.
And then with my kale salad, because this is just like a little, I can't get full off of that. I got a chicken wrap. It's literally just a wrap with...
Amber, you've shown this a billion times. And again, it's not unhealthy per se, but you can make this shit at home. And you could monitor the calories or monitor the serving sizes that you're putting into the wrap a lot closer. You are just lazy, dude. And you're continuing the same fucking habits. We're going to take a screenshot. The same fucking habits day in and day out, and you wonder why things don't change for you. Why you're sitting here at, I think, over 520 pounds, it's so silly to me. Get yourself fucking help, dude. This is not it. It's not cute, Amber.
Lettuce, cheese, and chicken. So freaking good. Like, I want to learn how to make both of these things so I can just have them at home, because honestly, It's just delicious.
What do you mean learn, Amber? It's a fucking wrap. You put lettuce in it. You put chicken and cheese in it. Like, this woman is the most incapable 34-year-old I've ever fucking seen in my life, bro. Like, she is the personification of, what do you call it? Incompetence, weaponized incompetence. She has used that for so long in her relationships because she didn't want to have to do something. We saw this all the time with her girlfriends where she would act like she doesn't know how to do basic things. She doesn't know basic things, which, to be fair, I think there is a truth to it, but I don't think Amber is as dumb as she played with some of her girlfriends in basic, tasks, because she didn't want to have to do it. She wanted her girlfriends to go do it for her or her partners to go do it for her. And it's quite literally led to her actually being incompetent with things. She has literally made herself dumber than she, could needed to be, or like, I think she has a lot more capability than she gave herself. And now she has like actively caused herself to actually be incompetent with such basic things like not knowing how to make a wrap. You know how to make a wrap, Amberlynn. You're just too dumb and you want an excuse as to why you can't make it at home. Oh, well, I have to learn. You know how to make a kale salad. Just looking at that, it's kale, whatever the other lettuce that she said, and thinly sliced apples and probably like a vinaigrette sauce. Like, it's not complicated, Amberlynn. It's really basic shit. It's either you've actually made yourself dumber, or you're continuing to, use weaponized incompetence as an excuse to why you continue to perform the same behaviors and continue to not make any progress. Either way, Amber, the only person suffering is you in this, and that's really tragic. Also, what the fuck am I looking at, bro? This looks, I'm sorry if anyone finds this appetizing. To me, this looks gnarly. And the 2 hard-boiled eggs, I hate hard-boiled eggs. So that's just a personal thing. But that doesn't make sense for this salad. A fried chicken taco-esque salad with hard-boiled eggs is like really random to me.
All right, you guys, so I went to Bingo and I got a chicken salad where they literally just cut up a chicken tender, and there's also hard-boiled egg. I asked for no tomato. That's okay. They forgot to take it off. One food for me.
Oh my God.
Raw tomato makes me gag. I don't know.
Are you fucking kidding me, bro? Are you fucking kidding me? You guys, she only uses a tiny bit of ranch. This is what Amberlynn thinks a tiny bit of ranch is, FYI. For all those who remember the last What I Ate Today, about how she only used the tiniest bit of ranch for her like fucking potato dippers or whatever the fuck it was. This is what Amberlynn thinks a tiny bit of ranch is. That's maybe a serving size. That looks more like 2 serving sizes, in my opinion. Amber, this is unfucking necessary. You eating fried chicken and cheese with ranch? Girl, go get professional help.
What it is. And then I had some ranch. There's a hard-boiled egg, some cheese, some lettuce.
Oh my
Diet
God.
Dr. Pepper. It was super, super delicious.
Amber,
You guys, I made a really good choice. Normally,
you made a good choice, bro. You're eating fucking fried ass chicken with ranch and cheese. Just because there's lettuce, which I'm sorry, this type of lettuce has no fucking nutritional value. Hate to break it to you, Amberlynn. I know you're Nutrition Lynn. You know all about it. This has 0 nutritional value. If you want something with nutritional value, get arugula, get spinach, use kale. This is just, it's again fueling your delusion that you made a good choice. Take away the lettuce, and do you still think you made a good choice, Amber? No, this is fucking stupid, bro.
the Bingo food is not the healthiest. So I was trying to choose something that was...
Eat at home. Eat at home. Make a nutritious meal before you go to fucking Bingo, and then go to Bingo. And then you can make a nutritious meal when you get home from Bingo. Are you like so incapable of going a few hours without eating that you have to eat every fucking time you step into that bingo hall? At this point, Amberlynn, you're not going for bingo. You're going to shove your face full of food. It's weird. It's gross, Amber. It's also just super transparent about like what's going on at this point.
Healthier on the menu, and this is what it was. I will say having some red onion on this would have been spectacular. And I don't know about you guys, but hard-boiled eggs,
Why are we watching this?
is like right up there with one of my favorite foods. I don't know. I'm really enjoying
I know some people love it. I just don't, y'all. I hate hard-boiled eggs. I can't do it.
them lately. And then for dinner, I got salmon.
So the ordering out food is out the fucking window. She's not tracking that anymore. She's just ordering out whenever she wants. She has not made one meal in this video so far. Now, is this a pretty good meal? Yeah, it looks pretty balanced, but here's the thing. The problem with ordering out food is that you don't know how much fucking butter they put, how much oil they put, what other fucking shit they put into this to make it taste good. You know, like, this would have been a great meal for her to make at home. It's a very simplistic meal to make at home, but she's too lazy. And then she wonders why she continues to gain weight because you don't actually know what they're putting into the food that you're ordering out.
Brussels sprouts and rice. These Brussels sprouts were so freaking good. They were a sriracha honey Brussels sprout.
Yum.
Delish. I used to hate Brussels sprouts. I don't know what happened, but I'm obsessed now. Like, your girl's unstoppable with these damn Brussels sprouts. I'm putting that on my grocery list for tomorrow. All right, you guys, we have a taste test. I'm only going to have a few of these if I like them.
Oh my God, Amber. Oh my fucking God. Real fruit, unreal flavor, fruit riot, sour grapes, freshly frozen grapes, splashed with lemon juice and a sour candy. You are so lazy. You are just, y'all, we are watching the final days of Amberlynn fucking Reid, bro. Like, I know we've been saying that for a long time. I really believe it. I do not believe this girl will be around much longer. You could make this shit at home, bro. Okay, but pop off.
It's literally grapes with like a sourness around it, and they're frozen, so there's no artificial color.
A sourness around it. This woman is brain dead, bro. She is brain dead. She's got fat brain at this point. Like, it's it's so concerning that a 34-year-old cannot speak properly. It's really concerning to me.
There's no artificial flavors, 45 calories for one serving. It says nature's candy, now even candier. That's cute. Real fruit, unreal flavor.
The fact that, you know what, continue, whatever.
Fruit riot sour grapes. Freshly frozen grapes, splashed with lemon juice, and a sour coating. Oh. I don't know why, but I was expecting them to look like as cute as they look on here. Like, don't they just look cute? Yeah, no.
Yeah.
No, they're not giving.
Oh my God, Amber. It's like they look like fucking grapes that are frozen and covered in sour candy. A sour candy coating. Like, what the fuck, girl? What are you expecting, dude? This woman just eats so much processed shit. She's like baffled when she sees real food products.
Cute at all. So there's red grapes and green. I'm just gonna do a green one there. All right. Yeah, that's sour. Random fact about me, I already love a frozen grape just by itself. It genuinely alters the experience like a regular grape.
Amber, it's not a random fact, bro. You talk about this shit all the fucking time on your channel for the past like 4 fucking years plus. Like, it's not a random fact.
Delicious. A grape that's been frozen, it already tastes like candy. So having this like sour bit.
Grapes taste like candy. Are you dumb? Are you dumb, Amber? Grapes by themselves are natural candy. What? I feel like I'm going crazy right now. Fruit is natural candy, Amber. Fun fact. That's literally, like, fruit is literally nature's candy. You're ridiculous.
It's really good. So let's try a red one as well, which looks like this. Wow, that's super flavorful, but it's so good. Oh my god.
It's super flavorful, but it's so good. As if that contradicts each other. Also, my mouth is literally watering thinking about sour food. Does that happen to other people? Yes, I'm not special.
For my teeth sensitivity, I could probably only have a few at a time, but...
Because the bitch has fucking cavities all over her mouth, okay? Real talk. The woman needs to go to a dentist. I guarantee you she has, like, so many fucking cavities that need to be filled at this point. But she, like, all of her other hygiene has lacked her, mouth hygiene. I can't imagine the smell of her breath. Y'all know when you got a lot of cavities and you're not fixing that shit, your mouth stinks, okay? It don't smell good. It's literally, you have rotting teeth going on, Amber. I cannot imagine the smell of your breath.
It's so packed with flavor that a few is literally just enough. All right, you guys, so I had a couple more of those frozen grapes, and honestly, they are...
Oh, she looks high as fuck. I like this screenshot. Yeah, she looks high as fuck right now.
Spectacular. If you like grapes, if you like frozen type of foods, maybe like ice, if there's any anemic girly pops out there, but the sweetness and the sour and just like, oh, it was delish. And I also had a king size almond joy. So,
oh my god. Oh my god. Y'all, what the fuck is happening? Amberlynn talking about, oh my god, it's natural. It tastes like natural candy, which literally grapes are natural candy, right? And she's like, oh, but I do need actual candy. I'm going to need processed candy as well. You are so beyond hope, Amberlynn. You are so beyond hope at this point. It's really sad.
Well, I actually don't have any groceries. I'm going to be grocery shopping tomorrow, though, because I need groceries. I really, really want to continue nourishing my body with things that I feel like are good for me with some moderation, because I will never be perfect in any sort of way. And the only people who...
Amber, I'm gonna get down to your level for real quick. You don't know what nutritious food is, okay? So for you to nourish your body, quote unquote, with foods that you think are nourishing, it's not going to end well, okay? You thought a fried chicken salad with ranch was a healthy choice. That's what we're working with right now. It's not looking good. You don't have the correct understanding of food. You do not have the correct understanding of nutrition. And I know you love to gaslight yourself into thinking that your nutrition Lynn, your dietitian Lynn, you wouldn't be the size that you are if you really understood healthy and nutritious food versus non-healthy and nutritious food. Okay? You gotta stop this shit of thinking that you know what the fuck you're doing when you're sitting here gaining weight. Like, you are counting calories and you gained weight. So clearly something's amiss. You've been trying to lose weight for almost 12 years now, and you have gone on to gain over 200 plus pounds, okay? So I don't think you know what nutritious food is. I think you got to start handing the reins over to someone else, because you're knocking on death's door, okay? And you're going to enter that door thinking that you still know what nutrition is.
Expect me to be are the people who actually want to see me fail, and that is just the realistic approach here. I've seen...
Amber, you can blame audience members for calling your shit out all you want for the reason why you're fat. For people just speaking facts to you, you can make it seem like it's all of our faults while you're sitting there at 520 fucking pounds, like unable to live life. That's fine, But at the end of the day, Amber, we're not the ones picking out food for you. We're not the ones continuing to gain weight. We're not the ones who is 34 years old and like has a life expectancy, like prognosis of like 5 more years at best. It's not us, Amber. It's you. So you can try to put the blame on us all you want. But Amberlynn, you really got to start grappling with the fact that people calling you out on your bullshit isn't people wanting you to fail. It's actually the opposite. It's people wanting you to get a grip with reality and realize the situation that you're in at this point. You're not in your 20s anymore. You don't have leniency to like continue to gain weight and be super morbidly obese and, you know, be grateful that you're still young so your body can like, you know, fight back on these things. You're 34 years old. Is 34 old? Absolutely fucking not. Okay. It is young as hell. Anyone who's in their 30s, 40s, even 50s, realistically, I'm not speaking to you when I talk about this stuff, but to be 34 years old and super morbidly obese puts your body is a lot older, right? Amberlynn's living in a fucking 60-year-old's body at 34 years old. Okay? Her body cannot handle things anymore. She is getting cellulitis all the time because her body's immune system is not doing well anymore. The impact that her weight has from being super morbidly obese, her literal entire life has had and is having detrimental effects. So she no longer has youth on her side, right? When she was super morbidly obese at 21, it aged her still, but it still was putting her, even with that aging, in a young category. But she is no longer at a young category, okay? Like, it's just, I don't know. I'll shut up.
Multiple nutritionists, dietitians, psychologists, went to outpatient. Perfection is not a...
Amber, you went to outpatient for 10 hours. You did a whole 10 hours of outpatient. You saw a nutritionist a handful of times before you quit it. During your weight loss weight loss surgery arc, where you were seeing a nutritionist or dietitian, or maybe both, I'm not sure, she literally was losing 1 pound a month. So clearly wasn't taking anything that those professionals were telling her to do. She literally every single month, that entire journey, lost 1 pound a month. So she can sit on here and talk about how she's seen all these professionals and she knows what she's doing, but she's never taken those things seriously. She's never seen them long term to actually build any healthy habits and build any real understanding. She sees them for a few times and she drops them. She sees them maybe once or twice and then drops them. That is the story on her channel for every single professional in this sphere, you know? She has never seen one for long term. Quality over quantity, Amberlynn. You have seen a lot of these professionals, but you haven't actually gained any understanding. You haven't built any relationship with these people because you continue to tell yourself that you are more educated and you have more understanding of this shit than people who literally go to school for this shit, who literally spend their early life training to help people like you, to understand the science behind these things. And Amberlynn thinks that because she can Google something or ChatGPT something now, that she has more understanding of this shit than literally someone who goes to school for 4 to 6 years or 8 years to go and help her. She knows more than them, you guys. I mean, the delusion is crazy. The narcissism is absolutely out of this world with Amberlynn. You can talk about it all you want, Amber. We all know what you did with those people, and it was jack fucking shit.
Thing. Never having sweets is not a thing. But having a whole king size almond joy, that's a no-no. I shouldn't have done that. But again, I am learning to have a good relationship.
How long, Amber, are we going to continue to learn to do these things? You know what I mean? You've been learning to do this shit since you were, 21 when you started your YouTube channel? No, it'd have to have been 23. 23 when you started this YouTube channel? You've been on a weightless journey, according to you, since you were 9 years old. I mean, girl, at some point you have to think, is it me who's preventing myself from quote unquote learning to be better? Is it me? Am I the one standing in my own fucking way? Yes, Amberlynn, it's you. No one else but you is standing in the way of you bettering yourself, of you learning how to handle these things. You absolutely know, you know that eating a king-size candy bar was not the right thing, but you did it anyways because you said, fuck it, I want it, so I'm going to have it. You know that, you know what? To be honest, I don't think she knows that most of her other options weren't good. You know that making your food on your own is better, but you're not going to do it because at the end of the day, you stand in your own way because of laziness, because of this inflated ego about your understanding of these things, because you can't be bothered, because you can't possibly tell yourself no, because you are in need of instant gratification at all moments of your life. And this is literally the personification of what happens when you never tell yourself no, when you never set boundaries with yourself, when you never allow yourself to be a little bit uncomfortable and say no to things that you know are probably not good for you for the long run. I'm not saying you gotta say no to everything in your life, but there's a balance to it. And Amberlynn has never said no to herself. And so she's here at 520 pounds, again, I think heavier, with very limited mobility, who has eaten herself to a point where she has lymphedema. She also has lipedema. I don't know if she also caused herself to have that. I'm not saying everyone who has that has caused themselves to have that. But when you get to Amberlynn's size, you have led yourself to that. Amberlynn was not born with these conditions. She literally ate herself to a point where her lymphatic system is failed, okay? Who gets cellulitis like once a month at this point, who has it's just who has so many health issues. Her gallbladder is a constant complaint for her. She has pancreatic issues, but somehow not diabetes. That one's a difficult one for me. I'm not saying that. It just feels weird to me, you know? It's just the issues that Amberlynn has caused herself to have is just insane, you know? But, you know, she needs to eat her king-size Almond Joy. So we're all just haters for telling her that that's not a smart move. We just want her to fail. That's the rhetoric that she's going to go with.
Relationship with food. I'm in the process of that. And I'm just sharing my journey. So anyways, it's actually time for food for thought.
Ugh, God.
And I've always used the same 3 questions, but I'm switching it up. And I have thought of 3 new questions that I will be asking.
Oh, joy.
Was there a moment where I felt proud of a choice I made?
Oh, my God.
So many. Multiple. I'll just name a few. I had a salad at bingo today instead of a huge...
Amber. Oh, my God. You are so fucking deluded, bro. You had a fried chicken ranch cheese mix-up with a little bit of lettuce on the bottom. The only other vegetable that was on there was tomatoes, and you fucking picked them out. Dude, are you kidding me? Are you dumb, bro? You might as well have gotten chicken fingers and ranch. Seriously, dude. If she had gotten grilled chicken on it, I wouldn't be as annoyed with this. But she really believes that was a good choice. Dude, you are so lost, my dude.
Thing of potato wedges, I'm very proud of that. My mom got chocolate chip cookies, asked if I wanted one, and I said no. Normally at night.
Okay, and then you went on to eat the grapes, which that's fine. They're not necessarily unhealthy. I think it's fine. To be honest, when I go back to the US, I might look at that. I know I gave her grief about it, but I'm not 520 pounds, okay? So, you know, but You then also went on to eat a fucking king-size candy bar. So, okay, you gave up a cookie, great, but then you went on to substitute with a king-size candy bar. So, did you really do anything, Amber?
That's when I eat probably the most unhealthy options, but instead I chose salmon, Brussels sprouts, rice. Like, that's a good choice. How did my emotions show up in my eating today? I felt proud of the choices that I made. I felt confident.
That is worrisome that you felt proud with the way you ate today, Amber. To me, that's worrisome. Maybe I'm being difficult on her. Like, is a chicken wrap and kale salad bad? Absolutely not. But I think there's a lot more hidden calories in those than if you had just made it at home, like I said. Is salmon with Brussels sprouts and rice bad? Absolutely not. One, that was a pretty large portion, and restaurants give you larger portions than a serving size. That's just a fact in the US, and let's be real, in most Western countries. But I'm sure the girl ate it all. Could she have made it at home and been more mindful about the fats and unhealthy things that probably go into making that taste really good for Amberlynn? Yeah, but you gotta give yourself more, Amber, okay? You gotta expect more from yourself. Because again, you are not living with much time anymore. So to be proud of something that realistically wasn't great, it's silly to me.
In the choices that I made, but I also felt frustrated at myself when it came to sweets. I was able to say no to the cookie at bingo, and also when I got my Chick-fil-A, which I love getting a cookie from Chick-fil-A. I didn't even get one then. So I said no to sweets more than I said yes, and that makes me proud. That's what gave me confidence today, because I was able to have some control. So it also made me feel hopeful. What am I learning about myself through this process? I have a very, very unhealthy sweet tooth, and I feel like
You're just learning that now, Amber? Looking in the mirror didn't give you a hint, my girl? What the fuck do you mean? That's what you're learning through this process. Girl, we all learned that in the crystal era when you would eat like 7 fucking sweets at night. Are you kidding me? Girl, this is not new information. But she continuously, presents these facts as if this is just brand new to Amberlynn. She had no fucking idea she likes sweets. Bitches out here fucking buying king-size candy bars, getting cookies for every fucking meal. But she's just shocked to realize that she has a sweet tooth. Are you dumb, girl? Are you dumb? That's rhetorical. Obviously she is.
Need sweets. So I'm actually going to be coming up with a way where I can allow myself to have sweets while nourishing myself with...
You know how you do that, Amberlynn? Eating fruit. Okay? Eating fruit. That's how you can have the sweets and still nourish yourself. You still get the fiber of the fruit. It still has a lot of nutritional benefits and vitamins. And you're not sitting there eating processed ass bullshit that provides zero nutritional value. It's all empty calories, Amber. It's literally the only reason to be eating a candy bar at this point for you, Amber, is for a dopamine rush. You're literally using candy as if it's a DRUG. Hello? Get a fucking grip.
Nutrients that I need, and I will share that with you guys in a future video. I hope that you guys enjoyed this.
I really didn't.
Bye.
I think Amberlynn is so past the deluded state. She really does not understand how absolutely foolish she looks. I really don't think she does. I think that she is so deluded in thinking that she is making positive changes, that this video didn't absolutely look ridiculous as hell to any normal individual watching this. I know I say the same shit. The girl does not have much longer to live. I don't think we're going to see Amberlynn for much longer. I really give her max 5 years if she continues to behave like this. It's not good, you guys. It's really not. That's all I have to say at this point. Yeah, this is a bad video. But I hope you all enjoyed this video. If you did, please like and subscribe, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye! Okay, so actually I thought it'd be fun to look at the comments. I don't usually do that, but I'm really intrigued to see what people have to say on this one, because I want to see if I was being harsh or if other people were thinking like I was, because honestly I think this was not good at all, and I think the delusion is quite strong in this one. So let's look at them, shall we? Never have I met a nutritionist who gave me the go-ahead to eat whatever I wanted and not be perfect. They always told me at least to limit sugar intake and not eat fried foods. That's literally the minimum, and you're not even doing that. Facts. Amber, the issue that everyone has is not about you being perfect. It's about you acting like you are persistently, consistently, and actively working on your health with an attitude when in reality you aren't. And then you lash out and gaslight the people who call you out. Absolutely that. A comment from a member said, I don't want to be mean, but that salad was basically fried chicken with cheese and dressing. Exactly, that's what I said. Some of the other options may actually be lower calorie. Yeah. She even makes a salad look like big back food. Lol. Big Al looks like Michelin Man. Long lost sister. She is at an all-time puffins. Yeah. Alters the experience. What does that mean? It's a grape. Okay. Damn, my girl's chin is growing. She's definitely gaining crazy. Yeah, like she looks bigger than 520 to me, which is like crazy to say because 520 is already like crazy. I don't choose the thumbnail in quotations. Nourishing your body with 3 fast foods in one day and a king-size Almond Joy. Awesome. No facts though. The face is definitely starting to resemble 2019. That's what I'm saying. I really think she's in the 540s, 550s. Real talk. Taking off the healthiest part of that chicken salad, right? The only real vegetable in that whole salad was the tomatoes, and she didn't even eat that. No one asked you to be perfect. This is the same story, different day. Yep. The way you salivate when you look at food is insane. Dude, she's like Pavlov's dog, where they trained the dog to salivate every time he heard a bell because he knew food would be coming. So then they could just ring the bell and he'd salivate, or the dog would salivate. That's literally Amberlynn. She has literally trained herself to be addicted to food. Isn't that crazy? And to be fair, like, it also is the fault of like fast food corporations and just like processed food corporations as well. Like, they put so much bullshit into especially American food, but like Western food in general, to be addictive. There's a reason why people can't put down a Doritos bag, a Lay's bag, because it's literally meant to be addictive. But Amberlynn has continued it even further. Like, she's literally made it even worse of a situation for her. Eggs? No. Eggs? Yes. Okay. Why did you lie about the mammogram tech calling you pretty? I mean, she ain't never gonna answer that one, girl. But good question. You can't figure out how to make a chicken wrap? Serious question. That's what I'm saying. It's the whole weaponized incompetence. It's either gotten to the point where she's actually incompetent, or she's weaponizing her incompetence to make an excuse for the fact as to why she can't help herself and make a better choice and make it at home, why she has to go order it out. Which is like, I think there's a bit of truth to both, theories. She's got the outhouse shirt on. She's deaf in heat. It's her, she's gained weight and other clothes don't fit her shirt, but it also is her, I'm feeling sexy and I have to find a girlfriend shirt, which I'm not sure why, because it's not cute on her. Sorry. You're only hurting yourself. I couldn't care less what you eat. Eat 10 king-size Almond Joys. That's where I am at this point. Like, she can continue to do whatever the fuck she wants and blame all of us for why she's super morbidly obese. But at the end of the day, it's not affecting her viewers. It's not affecting reaction channels. It's only affecting Amberlynn in her life. If you like frozen types of foods, maybe like ice, what the fuck? She loves to play the like, oh my god, anemic girls, because she thinks that she's like if she's anemic, she's like this skinny little queen. Oh my God, I'm so anemic, you guys. I'm so dainty, whatever. It's like, girl, you're anemic because you don't eat nutritious foods. I'm not saying that for everyone. I have chronic anemia my whole fucking life. I have to take like medicated, like high dose iron, like it's like prescribed iron because I'm so anemic. Fun fact, my sister is also chronic anemia. It's really crazy. My sister and I adopted. We are not biological sisters, but we were both adopted from Romania. And we both have astigmatism. We both have chronic anemia. We also have a birthmark in the same place. It's really crazy, y'all. The universe be working in mysterious ways, let me tell you. Okay, so you ate out 3 times in one day. You're doing great, Big Al. Keep it up, right? Like, clearly the not ordering out is no longer a thing she's trying to do. Long story short, Amber is a slow learner. Quick recap. Fast food delivery. Bingo junk food. Sweets. King size almond joy. Yep. Girl, what's the point of the new cookware? Right? She doesn't fucking cook. That's why I got so pissed off with that video. Is because if it was any other person, like any average individual, and they went and got new cookware, I wouldn't blink an eye. I mean, to be fair, Amberlynn's was like brand new. But that's why it's so annoying, is Amberlynn is not using the cookware. She does not cook. You know? Like, it's just absolutely wasteful money because she wanted things that were now white. Like, it's so wasteful. Talking about moderation right after admitting you ate a king-size almond joy is wild. Oh, so she's been able to order a salad at Bingo this whole time, but she just needed that Bingo burger. I mean, to be honest, I think the burger would be a better option. I think there's probably more protein in it. Nothing surprises us at this point. Praying for your eyebrows, girl. The chicken salad was not healthy in any way. Yep, calling that a salad is a bit of a stretch. The smugness, though. Girl, you growing a lump on your forehead. Yo, she kind of is. Do you think she's going to get the Tammy Slayton bump? Oh, God. It's been 10 years. When are you actually going to make progress? Actually, it's been 11 years, almost 12 years. 12 years in December. So, crazy. Amber, your biggest critics aren't always your worst enemies. Your real supporters are going to demand the best for you and expect you to do the best for yourself. Your real supporters want to see you succeed and won't accept poor effort. Your real supporters and friends are going to speak the truth and demand the truth from you, even when it upsets you. That is what real supporters and people who love you do. They stick around despite your best efforts to chase them off. Hope this helps. Yeah, absolutely. And to be honest, you guys, I don't think Amberlynn has ever had real friends, real people in her life that like truly loved and supported her, that stayed around. And so I don't think she really understands what true relationships look like. Like, I don't want, and I think most people can agree, I don't want my friends to lie to me about stuff. If I've done something shitty, if I'm making a bad choice for myself, if like I want my friends, my sister to be like, wake the fuck up, bitch. Like, what the fuck are you doing? This is dumb. Like, live your life, but like know that this is not a smart choice and we're not going to leave you for making that choice, but know that it's a dumb choice, you know? And like, you can do better for yourself. You can be better. And I've had my friends and sister tell me that. And I appreciate that. That's how I know that they really love me. They really care about me because they're going to speak the truth. And I'm the same way with my friends and sister. I will stand up for them. I will love them through whatever they do and whatever happens. But I will also tell them when I think that they're harming themselves, when I think that they're making choices that are not the best for them, you know? That is what real love looks like, Amber. It doesn't look like someone patting you on the back and making you feel good for every shit decision you make. It's not a yes man, Amber. That is not a real relationship. That is not a real like friendship and just like loving relationship. But I don't think Amber has ever experienced that to understand what that real commitment to a person looks like. If you know everything because you've been to if you know everything because you've been to nutritionists, doctors, and psychiatrists, why are you still eating king-sized almond joys? That's not learning, that's failure. Girl, your face hasn't looked like this since 2019. This is serious. I don't know how else to phrase it other than she's looking medieval. I don't know what that means. I love how you got called out for ordering this shit food at bingo when we found the menu, and now you're ordering from the salad section. I mean, can we really call it a salad, y'all? We believe you about not ordering 5 cookies. You ordered 10 and ate them all. I mean, I don't know. I don't care about the whole cookie gate situation. I just think it's stupid. Amberlynn can lie to herself all she wants. So what is going on with your lawyer? That must cost you thousands of dollars. Have you even done anything yet? Yo, I don't think she has a lawyer. I really don't think she has a lawyer. What? She's got no case for anything. Why would she have a lawyer? She's also too lazy to go find a lawyer. You really think Amberlynn's going out there, like, meeting with her lawyer? Like, come on. Do you think you're a good person? Genuine question. Well, Amberlynn absolutely does, but that's part of the delusion and narcissism that she that she has. She can't see herself for what she truly is. Girl is starting to look like they send Perseus to slay. Perseus. Oh my god, y'all. That's Greek mythology, right? Yeah. I'm out of my depth on that one. I'm sorry. Oh, goodness. I've been away for a bit. She's gotten so big, she can barely get her hand up to her face to put her makeup on. Yeah. What hasn't been in your mouth? LOL. Yeah, it's pretty much saying the same thing. I mean, people calling her out is, yeah. Okay. Well, that is all I have now, for real, for real. Thank you again for watching, for listening, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye!